come again, and they see that he's rich again, and they tell him, it says in Mishlei, Matan Adam yalchiv lo. Once a person, the more he gives, Hashem gives him even more. But they told him basically it's because of your kind heart. You really wanted to give so much to people, Hashem gave you this ichlos, this ability to continue helping people. Okay, so his wife helped him, led him, was with him over there. We say again, chokhmat lev. What exactly it means, wise-hearted? Well, since when a heart is wise? You can say it's something about the mind, but since when the heart is wise? So, it's not only that women were giving their most private. You have to see what is the description of this jewelry that they gave. It's not that they gave only their most private jewelry over there, but they also gave it with all their heart, and they gave it the first. And not only that they gave money or donate or these things, but they also dealt themselves. Not only that they gave the thought of this, but they also did something. It says that they tried to spin, okay? They took some yarn from the goat hair, and they were trying to spin it, okay, in order for this to be for the Mishkan. Now, it says something interesting. It says that goat hair is not like a regular wool from other animals, from sheep or whatever. Goat hair, you have to work on the goat as it's still on the goat, meaning the goat are still alive, and they have to spin it on the goat, otherwise it becomes tameh and all kind of stuff. So they had to have a certain wisdom and a will to work on these goats and to spin on it. They also say usually people, when they spin, they do it with their legs. A special machine that you do with their legs. They did it with their hands because they wanted so much, they liked so much the fact that they do something for the Holy Temple. So they worked with their hands. They say also, wealthy women also worked in this. You know, they were rich. They could ask their maids to do something for them. No, they wanted to do it themselves. They wanted to make the mitzvah themselves. You see the chibur, the way that they love so much this mitzvah, and Hashem appreciates it here. And the Torah says it so many times that it's so beautiful. The Torah pays tribute for all these women that wanted to give so much from themselves. We see that the leaders of the tribes didn't give with all their heart. It says Nesiim without Yud. It means that they gave the last. They were not the first one who wanted to contribute. They were the last ones. And when they saw that everybody gives, they felt embarrassed. They didn't feel good of themselves, and then they wanted to give also. We see that women were not like this. It says in Mishlei, and we mentioned it many times, Chokhmat Nashim Banta Beita. Hashem gave women certain wisdom, special. כתוב, בינה יתרה נתן הקדוש ברוך הוא באישה יותר מבאיש. Hashem gave women certain wisdom, more to the women than to men. And this wisdom women need to dedicate, towards building their home, towards building relationship with their husbands, towards things, to see things the right way. The fact that they gave the first and the men followed them, they showed to Hashem in this act that they want him, they want to connect with him, they want to be close to him, So one of the rabbis says something like this. It says that when women, it says אין חוכמה לאישה אלא בפלך. מה זה פלך? פלך is this spindle that they do, they spin. The main wisdom of the woman is the fact that she knows how to make threads. What's so special to know how to make threads? When you make threads, what exactly it means? What are threads for? Threads are to connect. Okay? The fact that woman wants to communicate with her husband. Usually women are the one that likes to communicate with their husbands, to share with their husbands, more than men like to share with their wives. Nachon? This is the beauty of the woman. She knows how to come close to him. She knows how to get to his heart. She knows how to make him feel special. She knows how to come close to him. That's a very special wisdom that women has. Men don't have it usually. It says in Mishlei, in Eshet Chayil, we say, Yardea shalcha b'kishor, v'kapea tamchu b'palach. Usually, so I said it before, usually women work with their legs. Here they did it with their hands because they really liked it. It says also that in the Zohar, it says that when they used to spin this, they used to say, this is for the holy temple. This is for the curtain. Everything they used to say, for what is this? So that they elevated it. As they were working on it, they were elevated. Although, when you're working in your house, you're preparing for your Shabbat, it could be overwhelming. So much salad, so much things, so much food, so much this, so much gas. But when you say, this is for my husband so that he'll get healthier, or for my daughter that she will get better, or for my son he'll going to get wiser, or so this makes it totally different. All of a sudden you think Kedusha, yeah, you say, we know that in the food of Shabbat there's certain taste also, special taste, right? So when you put your mind, we speak about this so much, as you make, let's say, a Parashat Challah, when you put the sugar, what you're supposed to think. When you put the water, what you're supposed to think. Everything that you add, or basically the whatever you put inside, right? This is what adds up. And this is this chochomat lev that we mentioned before. Hello, when you come to the marriage, so you come from totally different backgrounds. Usually totally different wills, different expectations, different hopes. It's not the same at all. He comes from, let's say, Israel, you come from here. It's different view about life, different mentality, different stuff, different style. And it's so delicate usually, building a home, People can stumble, people can make a mistake, people can hurt, people can insult without even paying attention. Usually they're too young, they don't have experience, and it's not easy. But yet, yes, a lot of people fail, but many people do succeed, do have success, because women, as we said, has special binah Torah. She knows how to get to her husband, how to do it the right way. She has a special intuition. She knows how to put with Hashem's help, before she prays for Siyata Dishmaya, that Hashem will dwell, Hashem will put the presence with them. This is Ish ve'isha shezachu Shechina b'neihem. Hashem puts the Shechina inside them. So, so it's interesting. It says that men gave also, but women were the first one who gave. More than this, it says that among all the raw materials that people had to give, okay, and Moshe was supposed to report, which type, which kind, which category they had. They had silver, they had gold, they had this. They also had to get copper. And it's interesting that when it comes to copper, usually the altar was from copper or some other things, but then he got the sink, the lever, and its base. The kior. And the kior, we know, was made from hamarot hatzorot. What is the marot? We're from the mirrors. The women were so interested to give those private things that they had, their mirrors, that they come like a masses towards Moshe. They get into the opening of the Mishkan. Just get. Moshe in the beginning, didn't want to get there. It's something private between man and woman. Woman used to take these mirrors and to beautify herself in front of her husband. Why should I take this for the holy temple? Hashem tells him, accept. I love the fact that women were trying so much. in the time of depression, in the time when it was hard, men were exhausted, men were tired, men were slaves in Egypt, they didn't want to think about continuity. They didn't want to think about Judaism, about faith, about Hashem. They didn't care about this thing. And women came and tell them, hello, wake up, there's going to be tomorrow. There's going to be a good tomorrow. And she tells him, let's think about building the family. Let's think about having more children. Let's think about this. And she gives him hope, something that he was lacking at that moment. And Hashem loved it. Hashem loved it. At that moment, she was not only positive, she gave him basically everything. He didn't mind to... We know that even Amram, the father of Moshe Rabbeinu, he separated from his wife. He says, what's the point? There's no Geulah, there's nothing. And Miriam, and these are the women were the one that gave them the hope that there could be a better day. So
we know where's the Mishkan now?
The Mishkan, after it was 40 years with them in the desert, was rested in Shiloh in Israel for about another 200 or 250 years until King David appointed his son, King Shlomo, to build the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. Oh, she knows the year. Very nice. So, okay, so, yeah. Okay, so we start Sefer Shemot with the strength of women, right? They gave encouragement to their husbands. Don't despair. Everything will be better, okay? And we see how they continue and they embroider the existence of the Jewish people. Shifra, Puah, Yocheved, Miriam, Tzipora, the daughter of Paro, okay? All these women, all these ladies gave a push, gave a strength to the Jewish nation. And now the tabernacle, the Holy Temple, is also because of their merit. Is there, like in the beginning, as I said, that Hashem made to the meyaldot, to the midwives, He made them batim, houses. Now the women are the one that made a house to Hashem to be there. And it says in the beginning of the book, when Yocheved was collecting things for the teva that Moshe would be there in the water. So she collected materials like clay and pitch and wicker and baskets. But now the materials that are brought to the teva are gold and turquoise and scarlet wool and purple and all kind of important silver and copper and stuff like that. It says in the beginning there's all kind of descriptions of all kind of activities of women, like Yocheved was hiding Moshe. And then she took and she covered and she used the material, she did this. And also now we see this activity of women. When the men are bringing raw material to the tabernacle, women also deal with creativity. Let's build, let's make, let's beautify, let's design, let's do it nicer. And this is Chochmat Lev that we're talking about.
How long did it take them to build a Mishkan?
Very quick, short. It came to a point that Hashem tells him, you know something? Stop. We're going to wait until Rosh Chodesh. This was done right after Yom Kippur, right? But then Hashem tells them, stop. We're going to wait until Rosh Chodesh Nisan, and only then we're going to make the dedication of the Mishkan. So they were waiting till Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Only then they made the dedication of the Mishkan. So let's finish with Rabbi Yonatan Eibeshitz. He once asked his students, where is Hashem? So his students told him, one of the students, every place Hashem is. It says, Melo kol haaretz kvodo, Hashem is everywhere. He says, I don't like this answer. So another student says, in all the worlds, b'chol ha'olamot, not only in this world, b'chol ha'olamot. He says, I want a better answer. And then he answered that Hashem is where we want Him to. If we open our heart to let Him in, this is where Hashem is.
Beautiful.
Okay? It's not only that is heaven, that is in this world and in that world. Wherever we want, Hashem sees how we want to do certain things. If we put all our mind, how we open ourselves to spirituality, how we open ourselves to tefillah, to Torah, to shiur, to helping others, to, right? Let's say somebody calls you, oh, we need a woman to make phone calls for a shiur. A lot of people, it's very easy, I'm busy, leave me alone, let other people do it. People call you, oh, we need to say Tehillim for this and this. I have to do this, I have to make homework with my kids, I have to, excuses. They ask you, maybe you can buy some, I don't know, drinks and refreshments for this event. But I have to run after this, I'm working 24, people can always, okay, if you ask them to contribute their time, to volunteer, they can have millions of excuses not to do it. You cannot say, oh, if I'll have money, but I don't have money, I cannot really contribute, I can't really donate. If my husband would have it, don't do this. We go back to the first story. We said that a man or woman, it's people's decision how their marriage life is going to look like. Don't hope. Oh, I hope that one day I'll be rich and I'll do. I'll hope that one day I won't work. Oh, when I'll be 65 and then I'll volunteer. Don't think like this. Decide. You decide that you're going to do it, you can do it. So Hashem waits. Hashem wants to see. Do you open your heart? Do you open your door for Him? Do you want spirituality? Do you want Hashem, the presence of Hashem in you? And this is, you can do it. You have potential. You are all chachamat lev. You all have all this. So we just have to open our minds, our hearts, and that's about it. We're done. We're finished. שיהיה לכם שבוע טוב, and all the best. Thank you.